Hi, my name is Damian Monson, and this is the project plan presentation. So a general outline of my, final project is that over the next few weeks I'm going to be modeling a series of weapons that I have created sketches for, following a certain color scheme of white, purple, and this kind of goldish tint, and then following, this angelic theme, so to speak. So certain aspects of the weapons will seem angelic. You will see on the hilt of the sword coming up that it looks like angel wings, sort of. These first 2 weeks have already come and gone. This was the early brainstorming and sketching process. I have already gone through this, and you will see some of the illustrations coming up later. This current week, I will begin working on a first prototype, as I'm going to call it. I'm going to get low to medium poly versions of each of the weapons that I'm going to model, and then over the next few weeks, I'm going to get peer review from friends, family, and strangers if I can get them online, and pointers and possibly what they like and don't like, and continue to do that until I eventually get a final product. If I have the time at the end and feel as if I am satisfied with all of the models, I plan on adding ZBrush accents, such as on the shield I might add like an intricate work that would be very difficult to just model on my own. Finished products will probably look like this image on the right of the screen here. Simple background with a medium to high poly content. A lot of the detail will be shown in the texture. I am praying that that happens. What I believe will be the most difficult part of this is the different things that I'm going to be trying and modeling. Primarily the shield, as you will see in a couple of slides. I think that this is going to be difficult because it's not only a complex shape, but I plan on trying to get detail into it. I plan on doing a second mesh and seeing if I can lace those two together, and as mentioned before, I think that detail is going to be the thing that is the most difficult part of this. Research that I did into this, I basically did a Google search of angelic weapons, and then I looked at 2D concepts, I looked at 3D concepts, I looked at 3D final products, and one artist that I really liked was Etne Vorster, who had an idea similar to mine, you'll see in the next slide. However, instead of taking a more realistic approach, he went very fantasy themed with his. By fantasy theme, I mean this, large and proud shapes. Like, the shield is very jagged, and you wouldn't want to wield that in real life. The quiver is probably way too ornate for something, but they all look and have a similar theme, and that's more where I was going with this. My concepts are currently just 2D illustrations, but I've got a staff, a sword, a shield, and basically a two-sided bladed staff, so to speak. It's more of a polearm. But as mentioned before, there's a lot of detail in the center and the bottom half of the shield that I think is going to take me a little bit of time to model. The sword I've modeled plenty of times, but upon close zoom in, you can see this kind of feather wing span for the crossguard. And then the staff, I wanted to try and get these kind of I don't know what to call them, but dangly bits. So there's feathers and things that would, sway back and forth with the person holding on to it. And that would be my final project. Thank you for listening.